Hey, it's Brad. It's Memorial Weekend, and I've just been chatting with a few friends, and I thought I'd take a few minutes to put a video together. I've noticed lately a lot of coaches that I've been chatting with have been selling based on logic, selling business coaching, selling the actual event, selling the thing that they do rather than the emotion. And that's a real challenge because, you know, if we look at what motivates human beings, what motivates them is the emotion. We don't get motivated by, it's like I was talking with Tasha in my office about why people come to Global Conference. And you don't come to Global Conference because of the speaker or because of that. You come because of the emotion that happens. And what's the emotion? Well, the wealth that you realize you can create because of who you learn from, the change in your identity because of that. You know, when you chat with people about, there's this happening and this luncheon and this, that's all great, but it's not what people buy based on. The same to do with coaching. If you're coaching people to buy from you based on logic, you're always going to struggle with this thing. If it's always about the numbers or the business policy or the strategies or the tactics to grow the business, you're missing the whole point of what people buy when they buy coaching. Remember when we talk about target offer copy, we sit down and we say, okay, you got to get the right target audience, and then you create the offer. And two of the questions you ask for an offer is, what do they really want to buy, and why emotionally do they want to buy it? And I think too many coaches right now, especially the ones I've been chatting to in the last couple of weeks, too many coaches are struggling with getting to the emotion of a client, talking about the emotional things, being that passionate about stuff. And, you know, why did they go into business? If you're not spending a long time talking about why they went into business and why you became a business coach, then you're going to struggle. I was chatting with one of the team in the office the other day as well about why it is people join Action Coach. And no one joins Action Coach to build a business. No one joins because of the money. Yeah, that's part of it. That's the logical side of it, but that's like saying people buy a Porsche because it looks nice or because it's the emotion behind buying it. It's the achievement of a goal. It's the feeling of completion. It's all of those wonderful things. And so the same is true when it comes to people joining Action Coach. Now, whether they're joining as a client or joining as a teammate or joining as a franchisee, what you got to remember is that why they're joining is not about the business. It's not about the marketing campaign. It's not about the strategy. So as I sit here on the weekend, and it's my birthday weekend, and think, geez, why is it that people are struggling with getting to emotion? I want to touch on four main areas. Yeah, that's my dog in the background. You can tell it's the weekend. Four main areas I want to touch on with emotion. Number one, unless you show emotion, why will they? Unless you get passionate or you get happy or you get excited, don't expect them to be emotional about it. Tell your story. Tell why you love what you do. You know, why you love being a business coach, why you love helping people join Action Coach. Get emotional yourself first if you expect them to. Second, keep digging until you get to emotion around a subject. Don't back off. You know, if someone says, well, you know, my sales force isn't doing a great job, then keep talking to them about what that means to them, how many extra hours they're working because of that, or how they're missing a kid's sporting event, or how the stress it's putting on them and their partner, or, you know, whatever it is. But dig until you get to emotion and you'll always win. Third thing when it comes to emotion and this stuff is that, what are your goals? Are your goals really to make an extra few dollars, or are your goals to help a bunch of people? Maybe, you know, rewatching my video on the vision of the company, understand our culture, look at the history of our company. And I guess that getting in touch with why you're doing this and your goals around this has to be more important than just making an extra few pounds, an extra few dollars. It can't be the motivation behind it. If it is, you're always going to struggle, because it comes across when you're sitting with someone and they can see quite plainly that your goal is to make some money out of them, then they feel it, they see it, and they're not going to share their emotions with that. And the fourth thing is this: what is it that's trapping you in logic? What is it that's keeping you logical? Why is it that you're not going to the emotion in your own business, in your own life? Why are you dodging emotion for you? You know, if you're dodging the emotion in your life, in your business, then of course you're going to help them dodge it in theirs. Yeah, get back in touch with your emotions. Get back in touch with what you're trying to achieve. Get back in touch with the passion and the excitement. I know people sort of say, well, it's not emotional, it's just business. That's complete rubbish. If you want to be successful in business, it's always personal, it's always emotional. So, emotions versus logic. What's your top BFO? Please type it down here below. Top BFO for you. What have you learned from this? How can you get back in touch with your emotions? How do you stay in touch with your emotions? Give other people some thoughts and advice on using emotion versus logic. Thanks for your time. Have a great day. Have a great week. And look forward to seeing many of you soon as I travel through Australia and Asia and dropping in on the UK on the way home, but not doing any seminars there. Take care.